I'm sure there's a lot of folks out there who wonder why we call ourselves Moscow Mitch Monday and why we call him Moscow Mitch. So the following story tells why. The reporting comes to us from the Louisville Courier-Journal this past Wednesday, August 19th, written by Morgan Watkins. The title is U.S. Senate Report Says Russian Investor in Brady Industries Mill is a Proxy for the Kremlin. I've also supplemented this with a little research from the New York Times and Reuters. So last Tuesday, August 18th, the bipartisan but majority Republican Senate Intelligence Committee released this huge, nearly 1,000-page report, the fifth out of 5 volumes of that committee's attempt to definitively assess how Russia tried to affect the 2016 election, right? The thing that matters to you and me is the part about Russian oligarch Oleg Deripaska, whose companies, as the report states, quote, are proxies for the Kremlin, including the Russian government influence efforts, economic measures, and diplomatic relations, unquote. So if you're getting into any kind of business deal with Oleg Deripaska, guess what? You're also getting into a deal with Vladimir Putin. So 2 years back, Trump's own Treasury Department froze Deripaska's assets, plus those of 6 other oligarchs. And suddenly, life really sucked for our hapless oligarch. But not so fast. After a huge lobbying effort and a bunch of promises from Deripaska's companies, a few months later, the Treasury Department did an about-face and announced that they were going to drop the freeze. P.S. 2 of the people who lobbied the feds for Deripaska and his cronies were folks who used to work for Mitch McConnell's staff. But Democrats and even a few Republicans in Congress did a big, oh, no, you didn't, and they tried to pass this resolution to keep the sanctions in place. But Mitch McConnell to the rescue of Deripaska. He and 41 of his Republican colleagues in the Senate, including our junior senator, Rand Paul, voted against this resolution. And just like that, Oleg Deripaska and his businesses could suddenly do business with Americans. And that would be bad enough for Mitch to support a proxy for the Kremlin. Remember, that's per the Republican-led Senate Intelligence Committee, right? But it didn't stop there. Here's where it affects Kentucky. Oleg Deripaska is part owner of Rusal, the world's second largest aluminum company. And just a few months later, April 2019, they announced that they'd be investing $200 million in a new aluminum rolling mill being built in eastern Kentucky by Brady Industries. Mitch, with a straight face, continues to say that there's no connection between the two. But come on, this is a quid pro quo hiding in plain view. By not allowing Congress to reinstate sanctions on a guy whose companies, let's quote that quote again, are proxies for the Kremlin, including for Russian government influence efforts, economic measures, and diplomatic relations. And then by pretending that the same guy's huge investment in Kentucky isn't a reward for a job well done, Mitch McConnell has shown Kentuckians that, amongst other things, he is a stooge for Russia. And that, my friends, is why we keep calling him Moscow Mitch. And for Moscow Mitch Monday, I'm Nate Orshan.